good morning, everyone. I was doing stuff right up until the end of this one. So, added a frame in. I was liking comments. I missed yours, Miss Catherine. I got you right here. Okay. Hi, Mom. How you doing? Hi, Madeline. Hi, Linda. All right, let's go. Look at this. We have fog out over Sibley Lake, and visibilities are starting to improve, but still foggy, still kind of nasty out there this morning, and still froggy, I guess is what we'll say. So that's what it looks like out over Sibley Lake. And here's what it's looking like. Visibility up to 2.5 miles at the airport, so it is improving. You can see we actually see a bit of a horizon there. And cars moving along nicely. So looks good this morning. We have a lot to talk about. Look at this out west. I know we're not out west. I know we're not in New Mexico or southern Colorado. But my brother, he's up in Denver, sent pictures of all the snow up there. Down here in this winter storm warning that borders up on northwest Texas, 2 to 3 feet of snow. So no plans to go to Taos right now. You're not going to get there. If you want to go to Trinidad, Colorado, or Pueblo, Colorado Springs, gonna get absolutely smoked over the next few days. And we can also see Rafael on radar down there. We're not worried about that anymore. So we'll get to that in a bit. First off, let's take a look at the day planner. Cloudy, kind of foggy to start, as you can see. And then we're going to see some maybe isolated showers come into the forecast. But today, generally decent out there. It's pretty much dry, just some mist and light stuff, and a nice little northeasterly flow if you need that. If that's going to bring the deer out of hiding, northeasterly wind 5 to 15 miles per hour is what we're looking at for today. But you can see those winds kind of starting to veer around toward the east, and eventually this southerly flow is going to return, and we're going to get some showers and thunderstorms back in the area. So slight risk for severe weather out in West Texas today, not far from that winter storm warning for 2 to 3 feet of snow. So a very dynamic system. This is what's going to completely protect us from Rafael, as that thing is, it's going to get real confused here in the next few days. So Futurecast, got the big Ash Neville game tomorrow in Alexandria. So this is what we're going to look at first. First off, just some isolated showers for today. No big problems there. I think tomorrow's pretty good, and I've stopped this right at 7 o'clock here. So, this is a radar simulation interpretation of what this model thinks is going to happen. And what we have is some scattered showers. I think we stay away from seeing much in the way of lightning tomorrow evening, but we're going to keep an eye on these. About a 20 to 30% coverage at game time and through the game. And then this all comes in from the west, and we actually could see some really heavy rain on Saturday across parts of the area. And since we've seen 2 to 8 inches in that one stripe here across Rapides, parts of Avoyelles, and down into Allen Parish and Evangeline, we could see some flooding issues. So we do have that excessive rain. This is what I was adding. I was looking at stuff and like, oh, we have an excessive rain outlook for Saturday. So slight risk for excessive rain. That includes Baton Rouge. You do the math on that one. You got a game down there. You got a lot of tailgaters. You got a lot of rain on the way. So it looks like we're not going to see the best weather for that game. It looks like showers and storms are possible. Welcome, Cleo. She just came bounding in. I guess there's a gecko somewhere outside. But yeah, so if you are going down to that game, it does not look great for weather. It looks like it's going to be a wet one. With some thunderstorms possible. Now, here is Rafael. That's a scary look. We see that thing. We're thinking, okay, hurricane's coming, right? It's going to be coming somewhere along the Gulf Coast. Not right. And I'll show you what's going to happen here. Check these models out. So this is like it's moving along to the west, and we're like, okay, that's normal. Watch this. Magic button. This thing gets out here, and it's either going to take a dive to the south, it's going to curl up around here, do something. Basically, what we're seeing here is that low pressure is going to become much less identifiable. It's going to be tougher to track because this system is going to get destroyed by dry air and by wind shear, so we are not worried locally. Even say this were to materialize, that's a much weaker kind of system anyway, and that's just the leftover low pressure that's moving up. So no worries across the Gulf Coast for this thing. Your official forecast with Rafael right now, this is going to actually take this up toward the west, like those models were saying, and then they are choosing that leftward path, that westward path. What? No, come on now. I said leftward. That's a great word. All right, we're going to start over. This is what I was saying. It's going west, continuing on that track, and then it stops there because I hit pause. Let's see if this works. There we go. So then they have that official forecast path diving down toward the Bay of Campeche as a much weaker system. So even down that way, not going to worry about this one. Now, that being said, there will be rip currents. There will be some big waves out there. If you're on a cruise, it's going to be rocking and rolling this week. If you are on the beach, it might not be terribly safe out there. And then again, that excessive rain outlook showing a solid 2 to 4 inches of rain across the area, with most of that falling on Saturday. We'll see some on Friday, but I think Saturday is going to be the big day for the heavy rain. And your 7-day forecast, well, that's what we're looking at here. I took rain chances up to 80% on Saturday. I could see those going close to 100 here by the end of the day or tomorrow. Tomorrow, 60% chance for showers and storms, but that is spread over the day there. So I don't think we're going to see this we're going to see rain in the area, but I don't think we see any sort of heavy, continuous rain during the game. Got to get out there and support the Trojans, have some fun out there at that game on Friday night, and then things do dry out. So Sunday, the rain moves on out. Monday, Tuesday, looking pretty good. Wednesday, we get back to at least some chance for rain, and this is what it looks like in that extended outlook that I like to show, just a broad brush overview. We can pick out trends like, is it going to be real dry or real wet, and right now it looks like it's going to be real kind of in the middle. So I don't see any massive storm systems there in the November 15th to 21st time frame. It'll be a little warmer than normal, so we continue that trend. Very typical of a La Nina year. What's not typical is all this rain we're seeing. So yes, snow in Colorado Springs. Yeah, I was going to load the picture my brother sent me in, but he was just at a stoplight, and it's just snow, and you guys have seen that before. So yeah, critical thinking skills. Haha, yes, they're key. So no hurricane, no drama. That's why, like, I feel bad sometimes. It's like I'm not sharing a lot of info on the hurricane, like in text and all that stuff, but it's just not going to be anything. I mean, it's out there, so I guess I should quell the fears a bit. But yeah, nothing going on with that locally. We are going to see some pretty heavy rain, more so than if that tropical system would have tried to come up here. So Saturday does look like a wet one for us. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Go out and support your football team, whoever they may be. Have some fun at that Ash game, and then Saturday at the LSU game, just make sure you're dressed for it, because I think it's going to rain. All right, I'll see you back here tomorrow.